Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard.
Yo, what is good, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy Chad bringing y'all another video, man. And in this video, we're going to be talking about Will Smith slapping Chris Rock at the Oscars last night. Now, before we get into this, we all just got to give Chris Rock a round of applause for just being professional, doing his job up on stage, and continuing on with the show, even though, you know, like what Will Smith did was just totally uncalled for, in my personal opinion. So yeah, we're just gonna give, you know, Chris Rock his flowers right now while he's here. He didn't really deserve that, but hey. So I'm watching the awards last night just because I don't really watch these things, but I was like, Mom, you know what, Mom? Let's turn on the TV. Let's see what they're talking about. So we turn it on. I see Chris Rock. He gets on stage. He says, you know, Denzel, you know, like Macbeth. And Denzel laughs. He looks around. He gets over to the other dude with his wife, and he's like, yo, blah, 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 your wife, you know, you're hoping that, you know, you don't win because then she's gonna be mad. So you hoping Will Smith wins, yada yada. And we're all like, ha 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 ha. He reads the room again. He gets to Jada. He's like, Jada, G.I. Jane 2. And Will Smith's laughing. The crowd's laughing. Then you see Jada like getting all upset. And you know Jada has alopecia, but that's besides the point. So gets all upset. And then Will goes from laughing to, oh, now I gotta take up for my girl, go up there, and then just slaps Chris Rock.
Who's got the hardest job tonight? Javier Bardem and his wife are both nominated. Now, if she loses, he can't win. He is praying that Will Smith wins. Like, please, Lord. Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay? Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay. Okay.
So on live TV, when I'm watching, I see like they make the joke, then it like cuts out the sound, then it kind of glitches, it skips, and then it shows him like, and I'm like, what? And we're just thinking like, oh, they cussed him out or something. So then I tell my girl like, yo, go to Twitter and tell me what they said. And they're like, yo, Will Smith just smacked Chris Rock on live TV. And I'm like, yo, what? So I'm watching it and I'm like, bruh, I have never seen anything like that. Because first off, okay, I'm going to just go through why Will Smith was in the wrong and how this could have been handled so much better. So first off, Jada and Will have been the laughingstock of relationships for years now, months now. You know, she embarrassed Will with the entanglements and August Alsina and the Tupac stuff. And Will, all he's been able to do is cry. She puts him on the red table talk and just keeps embarrassing him and embarrassing him and embarrassing him. And what this seemed like to me was a buildup of all of that, and he just let it out on Chris Rock. It didn't actually seem like he had any real justification for doing so, because for this to be his big Oscar night moment, he's never won an Oscar. Everyone knows basically this moment's going to Will. All he had to do was, you know, address Chris Rock either after the show or stand up and just address it there. He didn't have to go up there and smack him, just address it, be like, yo, keep my wife's name out your mouth. We're not gonna have no problems, you know, keep the jokes pushing, blah, blah, blah. Good. Instead, Will, I guess, like I said, I feel like he took this moment to just let out his anger on one person. And then he got all worked up, and that's why he was already crying during the thing, because he's like, he really distracted from him winning this award. What he did literally distracted from the entire thing. It could have been a moment where they're like, dang, Will, you won that Oscar, did a good job. Richard, the movie, King Richard, blah, blah, blah. That whole moment is ruined. No one's even talking about him winning an Oscar. They're literally only talking about him slapping Chris Rock. And like I said, his wife's been embarrassing him for months and years and just doing wayward woman type things, and he's trying to stand by her. They have an open marriage. The kids are confused. They're running around doing everything, and it's just all like a big mess. And so even when I'm looking online, some people are taking Will's side. Some people are like, nah, he was wrong. I'm like, nah, buddy's out of pocket. Like, he's even more out of pocket for laughing at the joke. First off, Chris Rock, he's a comedian. What we have seen in this past year is comedians can't even have comedy anymore. You cannot be a comedian. You know what I mean? If you try to tell the truth or make a joke that, you know, may hurt someone's feelings, you know, most people just dust it off. I'm Will Smith. We gonna just dust it off. Jada, she gonna dust it off. You know, she may have rolled her eyes. It was a funny joke. Okay, we gonna move on. Instead, he laughed at the joke. First off, like I said, Chris Rock is a comedian. He didn't just roast Jada. He said, yo, Jada, you know, all love, but G.I. Jane too. But he also roasted Denzel Washington. He roasted that dude and his wife. And then he got over to Jada and Will. So it's like he literally did what a comedian is supposed to do. Went up there, improv, read the room, gave everybody their little roast. And then Will laughs too. And Will gets mad, walks up there and slaps him.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
And I'm just like, bro, like, this is like literally uncalled for. And like I said, all the previous reasons I just said is why I feel like he personally did that. And then he walked up on stage, slapped Chris Rock, and you saw him, he looked like, I did that. Yeah, my wife would be proud of me. Yeah, I stood up for her. Jada has never stood up for Will. Never. Any chance she gets, she embarrasses him. Any chance she gets to the red table talk, embarrasses. She has these other open relationships that spread them to the world. I never felt good. They made me feel different. I got warm and fuzzy inside. And so he's trying to do all this for this like wayward woman. I would possibly say demonic woman. And it's like every time he does something for her, takes up for her, or she opens his mouth about it, it's like embarrassing. It's just constant embarrassment. And like I said, he went up there, slapped Chris Rock, walked back to the seat all high and mighty.
Wow. Will Smith.
And then got to the seat and started barking at Chris Rock. Keep my wife's name out your mouth. Keep my wife's name out your mouth. All he had to do was walk up there in front of Chris Rock and be like, yo, keep my wife's name out your mouth, bro. This close to Chris Rock. And then if Chris Rock has something to say, yo, we can handle this right now. Or you can see me after the show. Like a real person would. A real person would have walked up in front of him and said, yo, keep my wife's name out your mouth, bro. We're not playing that. Keep my wife's name out your mouth. No slap, no nothing. And then seen what Chris Rock would have done. And then he just would have walked back to the seat. Instead, he slapped him. Don't you talk about my wife. Then got to the seat and then started yapping. And you could tell from the video that Chris Rock was really like, bro, I could really flame you right now, bro. Because he was like, I'm about to, and then he was like, nah, we go just keep going. You know, this is a real new Oscar moment. Chris Rock looked like he was finna flame that boy. He was like, bro, I could really spark off on you. But this your night. We all know you probably finna win. You got your little pimp slap in, whatever you want to talk about. You went back to the seat and yap. And your girl be embarrassing you, bruh. So not only that, but you still looking embarrassing. Then he gets up there and he makes some speech about, you know, King Richard and how he protected his girls and all this stuff. And it's like, bro, don't try to use King Richard to justify your actions. Like, I understand, you know, the joke may have hurt Jada's feelings, but Will Smith lately has been acting like he's Jada's husband instead of he's Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith is his wife. You know what I mean? Like, bro, you got to carry yourself a little better. You're at the Oscars. You're about to win an award. This is your night. You never won this award before. This could be a flawless, like, dang. You know, they made that little joke. Will Smith held his composure. He got up there, won that award, delivered a great speech. What a night for Will Smith. Instead, it became a Will Smith slapped Chris Rock. Oh, and he won an award. Now, regardless of what people say, this was completely out of Will's character. Like I said, it looked like he snapped and he just had enough. And you could tell he had enough because he was crying and doing all that. And once again, Jada got him crying and stuff when he should not. This should have just been Will's night. This turned into, it's just a joke. I'm laughing at it to, oh, my girl's upset now. Now I got to show that I'm Mr. Macho Man. Get out of character. And then I'm crying because I'm out of character. Like, it just looked so bad. And the whole time I'm just like, you know, I just pray for Will, man. Like, I literally prayed last night, like, Lord, you know, look after Will, look after Jada and them, because Will's going through so much. And, you know, he doesn't get any love, basically, it looks like, from the world. People make fun of him because his girl rags him out, dogs him out. Then she embarrasses him. Then he tries to take up for her, but he takes up for her in a way that's like, bro, you're not really, like, you got to handle yourself better, bro. You're embarrassing yourself. And now he's winning awards that aren't going to make him feel any better. The only person that's going to make him feel better is God. He's been embarrassed enough, like, he just needs someone to know, like, I care for you. Because this girl don't. This girl going to bring up Tupac. She's going to bring up these entanglements and all that. And so it's just nonsense. Now, that is his wife, so I understand he wanted to take up for her, but it's like, bro, like, it's a joke. It's not like he came out here maliciously trying to attack Jada. Okay, she got alopecia. She losing a little bit of hair. It's a joke. Jokes sometimes are the truth. And G.I. Jane is a foul woman. Like, just be G.I. Jane. I don't understand. I literally just don't understand, like, why he just had to get this out of character with it. Like, bro was tweaking. Like, relax. Then, like I said, he got up and he delivered that speech and tried to come up with the excuse for King Richard did this. And he even got to where he was like, Denzel, I guess, on the sidelines was like, yo, we love you, Will, blah, 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 blah. Because when it went to commercial break, you know, there's a video of, like, Will Smith and Denzel and Tyler Perry all talking to each other. Because, you know, Denzel Washington's like a stand-up dude in my eyes. And so he was just actually, you know, I guess trying to calm Will down. Because he said at the beginning of the Oscars, like, you know, yeah, I'm up here for an award to win an Oscar too. But, you know, the amount of movies that Will has played in, you know, this is really Will's moment. Like, Will should win this one. You know, even though I'm up there, I want to win. I know that this is Will's moment. Will, you know, never had an Oscar. You know, this one goes to him. And this was before the show even started. And so during the speech, you know, Will was like, yeah, you know, Denzel talked to me. He was like, at your highest moments, you got to be careful because that's when the devil comes for you.
Denzel said to me a few minutes ago, he said, at your highest moment, be careful. That's when the devil comes for you.
And I'm like, Will, you were at your highest moment. And the devil came for you. And you succumb to it. Resist the devil and he will flee. He made the joke. Yeah, you may have felt some type of way. Resist the devil, he will flee. You literally succumb to it. And then he got up there, God's trying to show me love. And, you know, I don't know what the Lord's trying to show Will. But what he did was not the way to handle it. It wasn't the way to handle it. And anybody like, yeah, he should have slapped Chris Rock and yada yada. Like I said, you know, big hats off to Chris Rock. Because Chris Rock really could have flamed him. Like, if that was Dave Chappelle up there making that joke or Kevin Hart, I wonder what would have happened. Because Dave Chappelle, I know, would have flamed him. He would have given him straight hot rocks. Straight fire. And you could tell Chris Rock wanted to, bro. Did y'all see Chris Rock? He's like, I could. He's like, you know what? We're just gonna go on with the show. And then he just went on delivering stuff. But it's just like, yo, like, bro, it's really out of pocket. Like, your girl been embarrassing you for years. You want to do this big dog moment, run up there, slap Chris Rock, then walk back to your seat and then start yapping. Like, if you gonna slap the man, then, you know, do all that yapping in his face. Like, bah, don't talk about my wife, bro. Like, right there in his face. Don't go back to your seat and sit down. Don't do your little thing. Like, literally, at your highest moments, be careful, because that's when the devil comes for you. Like, bro, it was just crazy to watch, bro. Like, Will Smith literally broke the internet. People like, he slaps a black man on stage and he wins an Oscar. Iconic. That wasn't iconic, bro. That was stupid. Like, you could have had so much class. You're bigger than that, bro. You letting words hurt you. Like, sticks and stones break my bones, but words never hurt. You let a joke that Chris Rock went around the room and literally gave a joke to 3 people before they got to y'all. You laughing at the jokes, and then because Jada rolled her eyes and stuff, now you got a problem? Like, come on, bruh. Your girl can be bad, bruh, but you gonna let her get you out of character on your night? Like, you Will Smith, she's your wife. Come on, bruh. Come on. Anyways, man, that's my thoughts on it. I'm just like, Will, bruh, he been taking L after L after L. People gonna consider this a W, but, I mean, okay, he took up for his wife that's embarrassed him for years and embarrassed him for months. Keeps on having entanglements. Keeps talking about Tupac. I mean, okay, I guess that makes people feel better. I don't know. But yeah, man, you know, I just say we pray for Will. You know, I don't think this Oscar's going to feel him in any way. I don't think, you know, I think Will's going through it. Like I said, I think he just snapped and that was it. But anyways, man, let me know your thoughts down below. And as always, thank you guys for watching. And I'm out. Peace.